Victor, what are your expectations today?
I expect a very high-scoring game from both players. As you can see, Manpreet kicking us off with a 1-2-5. I expect the same from Peter Wanjii. I think it's going to go down to the wire. I expect drama. As you can see, it's the semi-final, so these are the best of the best. And you can see Wanjii there with the turn. So both players already averaging and over 100. So this is going to be a very pretty tight game. So let's sit back and enjoy the game as it unfolds.
Exactly. This is an as Victor has put it in the right way. We expect a lot of challenges from each player. Wanjii being a very good legend in Kenya, a very experienced player. Mani also being on the rise of his career as a dancer. And therefore, this is the very fast leg. This is the very fast leg between this player first.
But it's a big screen.
Manpreet Kalsi with a balance of 125. Wanjii go for 135. Will he get it? Oh, yes. There's a 61. 95. Manu has to kill it at 112. Otherwise, yes, a 60 for Manu, an 80 and 100 for Manu. That is Wanjii first chance to hit at the top at the double 20. Oh, let's see what he does with the double 10. That is the first leg. That is the first leg for Peter Wanjii. Peter Wanjii gets a fast leg, very fast leg. Very fast leg for Peter Wanjii. And Manu, and also going to starting on with the second leg. Remember,
stream inakuanga hivi. Sasa labda mwende mkae pale ile screen.
95.
that is 44 Peter Wanjii. Peter Wanjii, remember this is the very fast semi-final between Peter Wanjii and Manpreet Kalsi. Peter Wanjii taking the first leg, and also Peter Wanjii first taking the first leg. Manpreet Kalsi, who was the fast bowler actually, losing, not getting the fast step forward. Remember, Wanjii is an experienced player compared to Manpreet Kalsi, but also Manpreet Kalsi is rising on his darts career. Remember, he represented Kenya in the Moda Super Series in UK last year. But Wanjii, being a legend, has a lot of experience in this kind of events. He handles pressure. He can handle pressure in a very nice way. Victor, let me tell you, Peter Wanjii is not a player that you let him lead you. He's not a player that he composes himself. And actually, if he gets this leg, trust me, Manu will have it harder than it is now. What do you think?
I think the game is going to come down to whoever holds his throw. As we saw, I think the first leg, Peter Wanjii held his throw. So this will be a break of throw if he gets the tops, and he'll be in a pretty comfortable position going into the third leg, as you've said, Jacob. So Peter Wanjii is not a player that will want to get away from you pretty quick, not a player that will want to give a head start or a headroom. So Manu has to take the 161. Let's see which route he goes. He goes down south, doesn't get the treble 17, switches back to the tops, and comes out with an 82. So Wanjii then looking at double 20 to take a 2-0 leg advantage.
True is for Peter Wanjii to take the second leg, and he takes it, and he takes it. That is Peter Wanjii taking the second leg. Manu trailed him back. Manu has to do a little bit of his magic to make sure that he levels. But that's not a good start. That's a good start for Manu. But he needs to do better. He needs to do better than that. He needs to do better than that. Particularly, as I said, Peter Wanjii now with the two legs. This is fast to. This is the very fast. This is the very fast semi-final in Matchplay 1 2026. Courtesy of Sirua Dats. Remember, it's also the first semi-finals with the second finals between Jeffrey Kahuria and Daniel Masharia, another pair of very good, set of good players. And Victor, I think looking at Wanjii, he looked very composed, focused, and I think he thinks. Do you think that he is already taking control of the game?
I think based on the averages we are looking at, Jacob, you can see Wanjii just averaging shy of the 85 markers compared to Manpreet's 81. So he has a slight advantage, and also considering the fact that he's not missing the treble 20 bed. So I think if he keeps up with that kind of throw, I think he should be home and dry. And as you said, Manpreet has a very big mountain to climb. But this is that. There's always comebacks. There's always drama. 96. As you can see, down the south on the 19 beds, Wanjii is really hitting hard. And it's really giving Manpreet something to think about. 45. And you can see from the frustration there with the last dart just hitting the 5. Losing his composure, and you can see Wanjii, he now wants to take advantage of that, because in that, once your opponent loses their cool, then it shows that really you have them where you need them to be. So we hope that Wanjii, with this throw, he can really conjure up something big. Let's see how much he gets. 100. And he gets a turn. 95, gets a 95, sorry, a miscount there from the referee. But pretty good scoring, 95 as opposed to 45. So he is really much on the driving seat. Wanjii leaving a 1-for-1 as opposed to Manpreet's 269. Gets a 121 to leave 148. But 1-for-1 for Wanjii. Let's see if he can conjure up something. He doesn't get the first treble, so he will have to set it up as he hopes Manpreet doesn't take the 1-for-8. Jacob.
That is Wanjii going for bullseye. Missing a bullseye. That has a 36 balance, and Manpreet Kalsi getting a 60, another 60 with the 28 balance. He's able to. Oh no! That was a good one from Manpreet Kalsi. Nice shot. And now it is Peter Wanjii to make it 3-0, or rather give Manpreet Kalsi another chance to make it 2-1. But let's wait and see. 36 first. That is gone. The second one closely, and the third one, I can imagine what is going through Manpreet's mind. That's a one. Let's see Manpreet. The only chance he got to level it to 2-0, 2-1. And I'm very sure this is not a chance he would like to miss. And oh no, he's not missing it. And he does. He does it. Now is Peter Wanjii. 35. Getting a 3. Double 16. International double AC. Thank you very much, Victor. This is here's, the match play 2026 first semi-final of the main event. That is Peter Wanjii versus Manpreet Kalsi. So far, Wanjii leading with 3 legs to 0 and almost getting the fourth one, missing a 20 and playing a 20. Manu with 91. I have known Manu for some time. His game, I don't know what happens today, but he can compose it. He's able to come back. He's one of the players that you cannot really predict on what he should be playing. And Manu now leaves it at 15. Now it's Peter Wanjii to make it 4-0. Or give Manpreet Kalsi another chance to get to finish or to kill it at 15. So Peter Wanjii gets at 10 as outside, and Abbas game, another opportunity for Manpreet Kalsi to come back, to show his presence in this match, getting a 7, a double 4, and double 2. It could be a very bad day for Manpreet Kalsi, a very bad evening for Manpreet Kalsi with all those chances. I'm very sure that Wanjii Peter is not a man that will give you more than 3 chances, not when he's at double 20, double 10, that is. And I think Manpreet's prayers are being answered. I don't know how, but it's not happening there again. It's not happening again. According to average, how do you think we are doing so far? Because these misses are too many.
I think tension is kicking in. This leg is very much key. Manpreet gets it, and then he halves the score, I think, 3-1, but he busts his score. So Peter Wanjii gets it, he takes it 4-0. A pretty comfortable lead for him. He takes his time, composes himself, aims again at the double 5, misses on the outside with the first dart. Second aim, misses again with the second dart. Third and final aim, cuts inside, gets a 5. So it's a pretty tense. I think both players have missed more than 9 darts, especially Peter Wanjii. Manpreet on the double 1 starts up and gets it. To the much delight of his fans. You can hear the pretty noises in the background. Manpreet's fans very much elated. That was a break of throw. So if Manpreet holds his throw in this leg, the deficit is back to 1 leg. And you can see his confidence is up. Gets a turn. The fans are pretty much excited. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we're coming to you live from the Simba Corp building here in Westlands at the heart of Nairobi. This is the Darts Masters, the Matchplay 1, happening to you or coming to you live from the Simba Corp Center as we see Peter Wanjii with the first marks, gets a 180 as Manpreet looks to respond, gets a turn 40. Jacob, this is a very well scoring leg. Both players have started pretty much decently. A turn, a 180, a 140. As we look at Peter Wanjii, does he want to go for the 9? Can't get the 9. I think those were 4 perfect darts. Gets a 100 to leave himself on a 2-2-1. 2-6-1, Manpreet first dart. Still maintains on the 20 segment. Pretty decent darts, as you can see. Gets a 100. He is the first one to a finish. He is on a 1-6-1. He is on a 1-6-1. Let's see if Peter Wanjii can conjure up something that leaves him on a pretty decent finish. Takes his time. Gets a mere 60. So he is also on a 1-6-1. Manpreet, the first one to throw in, doesn't get the first treble. So he will be looking to set himself up with a pretty decent scoring. Gets a 65 to leave himself on 96. Peter Wanjii with the 1-6-1 target. Gets a 60, does he? Looks like a 60. Down segment doesn't get the 51. So he will be setting himself up as well. Gets 137 to leave himself on double 12. Manpreet, this 96 has to go. The first 2 darts have to be perfect. Gets a 20. Wanted to go double-double. He was aiming for double 19. Unfortunately, his last darts His last dart just drifted inside, and now Peter Wanjii with the chance to stretch his lead to 4 legs to 1. Aims at double 12, takes his time, the crowd goes silent. Drifts inside the 12 to leave himself on 12 double 6. Drifts inside to leave 6 double 3. Does he?
18.
Oh, the second dart was out.
19.
So he is left himself on 3. Double 3, sorry. Jacob.
Yes, yes. Sure. This is turning into be a very Manpreet Kalsi, which I actually now believe that Victor is after. He is supporting him. I can believe that because of how the excitement in the studio here, because of Manpreet Kalsi have just leveled it to 2-4 to 2-4. Now it's Wanjii going fast, and Manpreet also showing some comeback here. And I know he's not the guy that you want him to be close to you, as now he's getting even if Peter Wanjii doesn't maybe tighten up more concentrations, Manpreet Kalsi could be coming with another leg. And I think the atmosphere is heating up. Remember, this is we are coming to you live from Nairobi here at Zembakop's building. This is the very first semi-final between Peter Wanjii and Manpreet Kalsi for Matchplay 1, an event that started yesterday with 96 men, and we have narrowed down to the last 4. The game getting hotter and hotter. The room is getting bigger, and I'm telling you, the game is getting more tougher. And we are expecting now. I think now we are doing much better, and we are setting the set for the second semi-final. What do you think, Victor?
I think pretty much I agree with you, my co-commentator Jacob, that the atmosphere here is building up. The tension is now getting real. And just to say, I think the beauty of a commentator in darts is seeing the game go to a last leg decider. So Jacob, I'm not pretty much rooting for Manpreet, but I want him to level up the game so that we experience the drama of a last leg decider. But as it looks right now, the game is pretty much tight. Both players just trying to ramp up their scoring. Manpreet enjoying the command of the crowd, as you can hear. I think from his Moran's Darts Club, the supporters are pretty much up on their feet. And Wanjii also enjoying a pretty good crowding here. So this is pretty much what we wanted to see. Both players exchanging blows. 85 for 85, as Manpreet is the first one to a checkout. 152. Does he get the first 2 trebles to leave himself on double 16? No, he doesn't. But sets himself up, gets a 60 to leave a 92. 144 for Peter Wanjii, needs the first 2 to be perfect. The first one is perfect, I think. That's a 60. The second one is perfect to leave 24, double 12. Does he get it this time round? He misses it. He misses it by the thread of the wire. As you can see him holding his head, his hands on his head. This 92 for Manpreet has to go, Jacob. Take it away.
This is Manpreet. I don't know why Victor always brings it back to me when it's almost done, but
27.
I love it. I can see what is happening inside these 2 players. A lot of tension. They have created it, and they should be enjoying it, because it's Wanjii getting a double 6 to make it 4-2, or giving Manpreet Kalsi another chance. He doesn't. And now it's Manpreet Kalsi to do 65 to make it 3-3. The game is more entertaining. The audience are being entertained. I know you are also being entertained. It's Manpreet Kalsi getting tops. Oh, the first time. Oh, misses it again. Misses it again. This is Peter Wanjii to make the decision point to 4-2, or rather give, I can say, Yes, that is Peter Wanjii, the legend celebrating, pointing at the fast dance. It is now official, 4 legs, the 2 legs against Manpreet Kalsi, who has shown up a lot of composure in the last 2 legs, and a very nice one. Good start with an 85 scores as a start. He went fast, and he now is Peter Wanjii. And remember, we are coming live from Simba Cups building in Nairobi, being the first semi-finals of the main event, Matchplay 2, Matchplay 1, 2026 courtesy of Sirwa Daskred. Remember, we had 96 players. Now it is Peter Wanjii against Manpreet Kalsi. 4 legs to 2. Yes, the crowd is igniting the crowd. You can hear the applauses, each and every one of you here, with Matchplay supporters from the Morans, with Peter Wanjii, his supporters also trying to make sure that they support them the best way they can to make sure that their best player win. And remember the second semi-finals between Kahuria Jeffrey and Masharia Daniel, another hot seat to sit on. And as you can see, the players now cooling down. The averages are also very nice, they are also very good. Definitely, that's nice one with a 74 and a 71. A 71. Yes, that's a good marks. And I think we are actually getting what we came here for. Good game, composed players. These are the best, the right players to be in the semi-finals. What do you think, Victor?
I think if you came here yesterday and you saw the atmosphere, you would have been tempted to come back here today. So if you didn't make it because of the rains or because of the weather, ladies and gentlemen, you have missed out a huge deal, because today has been the main deal. We are getting entertained, as Jacob has said. I think this game is worth our money. As you see, Manpreet aiming for the 92, gets the 60 with the first dart. 92. Takes out the 92 in 2 darts. Manpreet excited there. The fans much more excited. That was a 14-leg hold of throw, and the 8th leg, Wanjii to start. So, Jacob, I think the game is now getting even tighter than we expected. Remember, I think it's first to 6. First to 5, yeah, is it? So if Wanjii holds his throw in this leg, the game will be pretty much done. But, you know, he has to kick on pretty well with his first 3 or 6 darts. 60. Gets a mere 60. If Manpreet can hit a turn plus, then we will be really game on, Jacob.
Yes, I'm very sure that the person with a lot of pressure here is Peter Wanjii, because he only leads 1 leg to the finals. But also Manpreet has to push to make sure that he levels out to 4-4. So I think the pressure now is getting higher and hotter. The oak is getting hotter than you expected. This is Manpreet Kalsi, 3 legs, and Peter Wanjii 2 legs. For this leg being the leg with the scoring going down, we don't see the hundreds that we use. Manpreet getting up with 120 and 121, 123. Now at 310, 381 for Peter Wanjii. This is of the sign that Kenya, we are doing so well as darters. The darts family are raising up. The players are getting better, and with such kind of display, it means that definitely we are getting somewhere. Remember, this is the second semi-final. The first semi-final with Manpreet enjoying the crowd, enjoying the support of the crowd with 140. Wanjii has to make sure that he composes himself. Now that if he's carried away with the crowd, then it means that and Manpreet, I think he has seen that he's enjoying. He's now playing for the crowd. What do you think, Victor?
138.
Very right, Jacob. I think Manpreet is riding on the energy from the crowd as he gets a bounce out there with his second dart. But he's on a finish. just gets a mere 40 to leave a 98, but he won't be worried. 98 can get pretty much tricky. He will be on a 2-dart combo for his finish. So I think, as you've mentioned, Jacob, we are on the upward trajectory as Kenyan darters. It's a very good time to be a Kenyan dart player. We have seen
100.
we have seen very good darters over this weekend.
98.
As you see Wanjii just giving Manpreet something to think about with his 98. Which route does he go? Gets the 60, does he? For 30, gets a 1. Looks to set himself up.
74.
As he plays a 74 to leave 24. So this 1 to 6 has to go. I pretty much think he's going the 19th segment first. 76 for bull, or is it? So let's see. 76 for bull, 1 to 6. Check out. Yeah, goes the down south route. Doesn't get a treble. So Manpreet will be back to check out the 24 as we see him walking behind Wanjii.
92.
92 is a pretty decent scoring.
24.
34 can get tricky to finish on, but this 24 has to go. He needs to compose himself. And does just that.
24.
Does just that. The crowd is going wild, Jacob. The crowd is going berserk. Manpreet, that was a 16 dart break of throw. And now Manpreet has the darts in his hand. If he holds his throw, he's into the finals. But now again, Jacob, pressure is on who now? Pressure is on Manpreet.
Yeah, pressure is on him because he's interrupted the crowd support. He has won the crowd support. Wanjii needs to be very, very much composed. Remember, Manpreet is the best, the fast bowler, so he needs to lead until to the end. But Wanjii also having led for 3-4 legs to 2, and now 4 legs. That means that the pressure is also not very easy for him. But definitely, both players, as we said, the commentators are enjoying each and every bit of it. With now 4-4, only 1 leg to go. Wanjii going for 100. Manpreet starting with a 60. So it means who goes first? Who goes first? This is the game is who goes first, because both players are good. They are good. The darters are good. And now it means who can hold the pressure more better than the other. Remember, this is the first semifinals. We are going to experience the same heat, the same pressure in the second semifinal between Kahuria and Daniel Macharia. And Wanjii gets a 60, another 60, and will he give us at 180? 135. A good step here, because he's now at 266. Manu has to level up, get more. That he gets, misses the 60, get a 60, and definitely getting a little bit, not very bad. Good one. Same level. So it means who goes faster? Peter Wanjii, yet to see what he can give. And now it is a 60. A 60. 144 Peter Wanjii, 136. The first. What do you think now? Do you think he can be able to? We have not gotten a very high finish in this one. 61 Victor.
I think Wanjii has multiple darts to a finish. With a 1-2-6, he can take himself, set himself for a very pretty decent finish. I think he will go down, or doesn't go down the 19th segment, because he's just looking at setting himself up for a pretty decent finish. Gets an 80, that leaves a 46. 80 played to leave 46, so I think he'll go 14 to leave 32. 6 darts from here, 3 darts to be honest, but Manpreet can pile some pressure to also leave himself on a pretty decent finish.
125.
Gets 125, leaves himself on a 1-1-3, but Wanjii with the 32 to take it away. Jacob, take it away.
Yes, it's Wanjii, only 3 darts to the final, and he misses with the first one. gets the second one, and now this is the last one, and it is done. It is done. It is done. Peter Wanjii, this is who gets it to the final. Get it to the final, beating Matchplay Kalsi 5 legs to 4. A very good game. It was a very good scoring. With a lot of pressure being on it, and this that.